Thank you for coming on into the live and sharing your essence with me in this eternal moment of which we all share an inextricable and inexorable part. Thank you for doing your part, for coming on in each and every day, and we'll do the same without wasting a single second of your time. Bada bing, bada boom, we go into the charts. Alright, so that was a little bit of a news play that just occurred right there. And let's go see what was pinged in the last fair amount of sells triggered in there in that last drop right there. A lot of long stopped out, still cumulatively session delta is cumulative positive 2K in contracts, which is why they're looking to stop out some of the longs there. Is their target complete in terms of going higher for a rise up to take out some of the buy side? We have yet to see some buys squeezed at the top here. How's everyone doing today? What's up, Rainier? Shout out to everyone here. Let's go ahead and just see what that was about. So, PPI data, PPI positive, unemployment claims positive, less than expected, slightly. I mean, there was a bullish divergence there. I was in bed with my son, putting him to sleep, so I missed this, but that was a solid bullish divergence on the 30-second leading into it. The green dot, bounce off the cloud. You know, that's your inverted headed shoulders, baby dragon thing in my waiting screen, whatever you want to call it. Bounce out, solid 82 to 33, decent play right there. Let's go ahead and throw on our oscillators here. Link in the description for more. Momentummaster.info. Scroll down to the toggle switch to see what it looks like, or read about each component as it comes into prominence, like the cloud and the cloud kiss. Before we sent out of here, money flow divergence there, also on the 1 minute. Boop, 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 baseline cross up, and boom. Prehab, CCNC, what's going on? Thank you for stopping on in. Oops. Some bearish divergence starting to play into the resistance. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to reload this 2-minute thing real quick and then basically zoom out to see So you had a net positive delta here leading into the news release. They went and stopped out a lot of it. And then started to go higher, have a bunch of sells. Essentially leading into that, had a bunch of stops up, leading, boom, came up higher. We're beneath the value area low from the previous day. The point of control at 616, rejected off that, came all the way down here to 500, started to make our way out. Bounced, that was a bounce off of VWAP here at 535, boom. Up to that 537 region, 570 rather. This is an old, that was an old chart, so the values are slightly off. So with all the sells that they stopped out there from the drop down and then continue higher, essentially taking out a lot of the buys and drifting higher, looks like they have a target up above that they're trying to reach in terms of buy side liquidity. Haven't seen a lot of the buys just yet, so when you see a large buy enter, then maybe that will be their target being reached. You're bullish on the 32, the 16, and the 8 bar now, holding, sticking to the super trend, sorry, the 50 SMA on the 8 bar, bounced off the 50 on the 16 and the 32. That was a solid play unto itself. Reaching triple tops here on the 32 bar, potentially wanting to come back into that 659 region to take out the highs. Let's mark off the golden hour coming up. Let's see. Right there. Hey Zaros, it's a new name I'm seeing here. Thanks for stopping in. Let's get a little bit of coffee in our system. We got some mints here somewhere too. Let's see. These are Japanese mints. Mintia. This is dry hard. Dry hard mints with the flame. Have some caffeine. Super spicy. Let's see. Yummy. Still holding the cloud strong. You do have the cross down of the baselines on the 30 and the 30-second and the 1 minute here. Bearish divergence building, but you're basically creating a ascending channel of the regression trend upwards here. You could play those like burst. I have 3 different like strategies for stops. This is like a very tight stop burst strategy that trails very tight into the burst, and then you have a wider one and then a super wide that you can adjust. Always looking to upgrade the ATM strategies. You need an ATM strategy when you enter the trade. Treat it as a loss as you hit the button, so you don't install a bias and a bad habit. Start to fail at that regression trend level. Let's go see what came in here. So you can assume each cell here is essentially fuel, because that's longs peeling out and or shorts entering, which gives it more fuel if there isn't a large amount of buys entering for the reversal. So what I would like to see is a bunch of blue for a reversal idea, where you'd see as we go up higher, you're getting more blue in this region. We are getting blues at the tops here, 151, 83. Ultimately, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 500 cells though in the last 15 minutes to the 200 buys. So there's more buys to the cells, or sorry, more cells to the buys. You want to see more buys to the cells, and then that expresses the fatigue here on the hourly. Also getting more cells. This is more fuel as the longs either peel out or shorts entered, and the price being above all those cells, insinuating the draw to the upside to whatever's lurking above in terms of buy side. We missed that lower entry zone, so we're just chilling. 10 more minutes till the open. We're gonna get more shenanigans leading into it, or just a takeoff. Money flow separating from the RSI here, the disparity suggesting a wind-up pitch to the upside perhaps. Sometimes the RSI can come down to that, to the money flow though. Okie dokie. pretty sure you can't see these numbers. When I played the video back for myself, the numbers on these contracts here, in case you can't see, in each one there is a number, and it's showing me the number of delta in terms of where there's more buys and sells within the candle itself. So I can kind of see where more sells, 53 contracts peeled off, 10 contracts bought there, and so I can see the stuff inside of the candle. There's a lot of gaps between the tops and the bottoms of the candle where the draw between the buyers and the sellers is being had. I always thought there was like volume all the way through it, but a lot of times it gaps up to the next draw, which could be a buyer up top or a seller up top, or what could, you know, conversely down below. Got some hidden bullish there on the money flow. That was the wind up we were talking about. Now the money flows on the 30 seconds starting to come up to that RSI, as the disparity likes to do. This is a multi-time frame formula, by the way, not your typical RSI. Starting to draw up into that buy side liquidity pool up above here at 57/60 region, the 59 region, coming back on the 8 bar to a super trend perhaps. What's up, Smurf? What's up? Remember that commercial? What's up? Ah. What was the company for that? It was a beer commercial, right? It wasn't a Bud Light commercial, was it? What was that? Let me see. What was up? Was up commercial? Budweiser. It was a Budweiser commercial. What's up?
Able to pick up good yardage on the play. You know, the best part of this defense is their defensive line and their interior.
Hello?
Hey, who? What's up?
Nothing, B. Just watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you?
Nothing. Watching the game, having a bud.
True. True.
What's up? What's up? Yo, who's that?
Yo! You pick up the phone!
Hello? What's that? What's up?
Yo, where's Dookie?
Yo, Duke. Yo.
What's that?
What's that?
Hold on. Hello?
So what's up, B?
Watching the game, having a bud.
True. True.
Back before there was identity politics, right? All right, so the bearish divergence playing out here. RSI coming down to the breaking the cloud here. This was something similar to yesterday, where they could possibly come back and bearishly retest the cloud. We got 5 minutes until the open. Breaking the 1 minute cloud here. We're just observing, chilling like a villain. What's up? That was 16 years ago. Did you see that upload date? 16 years. I'm sure it was even older than that, because it was before I even moved to Japan. It's very interesting to be like a American outside of America, looking into America from the outside, being outside for like 20 years and whatnot. Very, very different place from when I left. So a lot of people peeling off their contracts here before they open. A lot of the buyers not trusting it. Let's go see what is going on. What's up? What's up? Can't wait till I can get like an Elite Trader Rhythmic account to link up to that ATAS, so I don't have to update it every single time like that. I don't technically have to, but I would rather be connected for a possible trade opportunity. Zaros. Two minutes. I'm not going to assume that it's going to do that though, so let me just delete that. But we're looking at the fading of the cloud here, volume weighted cloud formula. Scroll down to features, read about it down here, the trend cloud. Volume weighted cloud formula, which expands and thins according to the amount of volume present. So with that sell off causing the shift and the thinning on the 1 minute, which we pierced down below. They had that do not enter sign right there too. That was interesting. And the bearish divergence leading with the flame leading into that boom. Went from 644 down to 608. $40 drop. Getting the cross up of baselines. 36 seconds for the open. I literally have no idea where it's going to go, and that's the beauty of it, because then you can just catch bursts and things as they occur. Ten seconds. So that initial thought, possible ABC rejection off the cloud zone. Is that a clean pivot? Thinning of the 1 minute cloud rejection. Just closed beneath like that. Back at the 600 level, getting some bullish divergence off of the 30-second here on the oscillator. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it, no question. That kicked us out real quick, but we got some burst out of it. We got a burst. We got a burst, ladies and gentlemen. We took that burst. Burst through. No, don't go down. Good. Yeah. Oh, stopped me out on the second one. Oh well. Let's make it a little bit. Oh. Let's widen it up a little bit. Actually, you're getting rejection of this on the 50 SMA on the 16 bar. This could be ABC of you down, but hold up. What's going on? Getting rejection off of that. Yep. Weird. Well, that one was oops. I don't understand why it kicked me out there. That ATM's too fast, or it moves too fast. Maybe the price action kicked me out, but either way, win. Let's do a little bit more of a wider one. Let's see. We're just playing around. I'm not even sure what I'm doing right now. I'm just seeing this bullish divergence develop and watching the choppiness, chop suey. Wider. Let's do wider. There we go. So all right, decent little bounceroo. Off the 200 SMA, and that stopped me out. So I need to work on that trailing stop loss, but I mean it is taking it out into the. Let me make sure these are closed, because sometimes when you got that stop moving too violently like that, it doesn't properly close or something. As long as I don't have like any active positions, right? Okay, no active positions. So basically break even, I think. I just caught a glimpse of the, but you're seeing this bullish divergence leading into that open. Definitely not the smartest move to play the open, but if you have a tight stop and are willing to slightly gamble, then you can do it. Maybe it stopped out probably. Or not. I'm just trying to get the trigger finger warmed up, you know what I mean? Trigger finger. So in that chop of the opening plays, you just got to be like quick for the bursts. Have those like burst strategies, and then if it like runs, then so be it. If it stops you out, then you can reassess. Nope. Make sure we're flat on that. Okay, we are good. It's just laggy. How can you lag us? Kind of getting bearish divergence too. How's everyone doing? Chilling? Back at 600. Wait, what? Oh, okay, this kind of rotated. Why did it go that direction? I hit that left button. Let's go take a look. 15-minute candle closes in 2 minutes. In terms of juxtaposing pools, still positive on the delta by 2,000 contracts. Haven't really moved in terms of value here. Breaking 600 now. Possible 16 bar 8BC to the draw of the 560 lower lows here. There's two relatively equal lows there. If it sees its way down there, getting bought up almost immediately, Undertaker style. Bullish divergence. We had that bearish divergence play out, but let's see. Hold up. Let's remove this. Getting an indecision on the 4 minute.
Getting solid rejections off of the weighted though, and the adaptive. Reclaiming the cloud on the 30-second with the cross-up event potential on the 1 minute and the 30-second. Oof, burst broke below, just stopped out. They're straight up drawing for it. And they're going for it, the downside here. That C play to the downside, rejection off of the adaptive, no upside in sight just yet. Eight bars just chopped. No way to glean anything off the 8 bar. 16 bar, you keep coming to the 50, the 30, you're coming to the 200 on the 16 and bouncing off of that, ideally speaking. But essentially, also the 50 on the 32, but ultimately bearish as of this moment in time, shifting the 32 to bearish. Possibly breaking down here for a shift. Rejection at the adaptive and the weighted moving average up here was the clue, saying do not enter hidden bearish on the money flow with the Chaikin money flow sell-off here about 7 minutes ago. You also had a trend-based fib that I drew out here from the impulse retrace. The 236 level never made it above at 628. Started to head down, chopped around at the 0.65786 region, ultimately rejecting off the cloud and coming down below. Now at the nearing the 168 region, also recreating an ABC here. Could be drawing lower into that delta, that positive delta. Let's go see what is cooking. I'm not even putting out what I'm entering in on because it's hard to say at this time. I was playing in the chop. I probably shouldn't have. I'm trying to remove the hesitation. That's one aspect. I should be taking only the A+ stuff into the hour though. 73 at the 1618. Ultimately, it's probably going to draw to the downside, but could be a bounce potential here. The ultimate draw, the 8 bar and the 16 are now bearish. 32 is neutral, breaking the 50 level. Probably better to have shorted there. And we're stopped out. Ultimate draw to the downside onto that positive delta. 2,000 contracts in positive that are becoming a dead weight here. Alright, I need to chill out here. I think I'm doing a little bit too much right now. I think I'm like, I'm not even keeping track. I should have used this little counter. Hold on one second, let me go back and count this. So we have, I don't even know right now, I can't even count this. I think that was like about, let's say 7 trades. And then I think there was about 4 that were losses, so I need to chill out a little bit. So on the Renko bars here, you had this clear A, B, C on the 16 bar, rejection of the super trend slash 50 on the 16 bar, and now we've seen 14 bars straight downside, 8 on the 32 as you rejected the 50 SMA. After that 236 rejection, I should have just switched to bear mode and then just looked for shorts only in retrospect. Seeing that bearish divergence on the 32nd was a clear fatigue point there. Right there on the the weighted moving average and the adaptive. Let me go ahead and hit the button down there. So that's 8. So that dip beneath the 200 on the 32 here and starting to peel back up. So a lot of sideways range bound on the 32, but slight dip beneath the, taking out the equal, relatively equal lows on this 16 bar, dipping into this higher low zone here and starting to peel out. I was seeing that we were making a higher low on the oscillator and we were in the oversold region, so I took the dollar cost average bounce on Optima here. Boom. Oh, locked in the 100 points, 100 ticks rather. I keep saying points. Points and ticks, very different. Lovely. We'll take that. Stopped out there. That could have been your DCA bounce, and then they're going to continue lower for a C wave. We're coming to the, come on, 8 bar. So the 8 bar 50 SMA, you had this impulse retrace. We'll watch for this reaction at the 63 level. Optima rejection off the cloud on the 32nd. You had the 1 minute cross up, so they come back for a potential double bottom play. Let's go see what type of interest is being generated. Why is this frozen? Wait a minute. It doesn't seem to be. updating. Huh, odd. Let me make sure I'm connected here. That would be a reason. My license for this expired? What are you talking about? Maybe I need to contact them? Save current workspace? No. I'll contact them after the live. I can't use it right now. Maybe if I reboot it? That 50 level and kind of getting some 30-second bearish divergence if it pivots lower. Your account is expired. You have free access. Huh. I have to take a screenshot of that after the live and send that to them. Odd. Ultimately seeing this as bearish. Cloud is thick and you only had a dollar cost average bounce, probably trying to insinuate some more buys here, appearing to be strong but eventually break below. We'll see. It is holding the 2 level of that trend-based fib. Did it meet its completion, its end? We're holding the 50 SMA on the 8 bar now. That initial pulse up there was quite significant to insinuate stopping out of the shorts, and the sputtering here appearing to be strong, but is it really? Money flow above the RSI here. Starting to hold the super trend on the 8 bar. Just stopped me out. Alright, today is not so great for me. That was number 9. Should have been more selective, but playing choppy stuff. not holding it long enough. Alright, created a slight double bottom here and reclaiming the 30-second cloud after hitting the trend-based fib level of the bearish trend-based fib at the 2 level, holding support, knocked me out on that short idea, so we're just reversing position to see if it bites. Holding the 50 SMA on the 8 bar. Ouch. Hard rejection off the 1618. No bounce here, no bueno. And we're gonna get stopped out again. This is just an idiot box right now. B consolidation idiot box. Basically dropping to a C wave down. The dollar cost average idea was initially correct, but it's chopping up anyone trying to scare out shorts to potentially break down further. Bearish on the 32 now. This could be a continuation idea if it bounces to stop out something. You can't look at the contracts anymore. But you're getting a nice double bottom Undertaker event here. Bullish divergence on the 30-second. came back into the range, still range bound within this idea here. If we take this out completely, this was done, so we can do this little trend-based fib level here from the impulse up here down to the retrace here. And if it does stay beneath the 565 region, you could be coming down to the 500s. These two. Let's take a look at the 2-minute for some fair value gaps. There was a drop down here. 84 has a fair value gap, slight one, but it looks like they recovered it. No, they did on that wick of the candle thereafter. Reclaiming the cloud, potentially speaking, on the 30-second. Money bag on the 30-second there. Money stacked up, fell beneath the dead zone. Shout out to everyone here. What? No, I want it to be like ticks. Like, how do you get it to be? There you go. Essentially B wave. Ouch. And I should have waited till that opposite play, dude. Off point today. That 236 entry model was awesome, dude. Right there. 236 entry, failure of the cloud, boom. When you're on, you're on. When you're off, you're off. Why was I trying to play the break up there like that? This is just an idiot box, a straight idiot box, but it looks like it's a B consolidation to lead to a deeper C, potentially speaking. What happened to my indicator? Why did it shut off here? Hello? Am I getting a stream issue? Testing. Okay. And the C could be activated here at that 236 level. So this idea of the impulse, we'll just show you how that works. You do this impulse retrace idea here. The impulse was down to here, the retrace was up to here, and that insinuates within the math of this impulse retrace that if it fails this 236, the C wave wants to continue down to these nether regions below. And you had this flame of the money flow divergence, do not enter, and now you're starting to see this drop to the downside here. Money flying off the table, whee, as they take the longs that dollar cost averaged in this idiot box to their demise, essentially. Does it need to come to this level? Not necessarily, but we saw it with the previous one here, with this little bit of happiness of this trend-based fib of this impulse and retrace. It went down to that 2 level. So I've just seen where it fails at the 236 and then it comes down to one of these chop zones at this between the 6.5 and the 786, or it just pierces right through down to the 500 level. Let's see what that looks like on the Renko noise reduction. You had that rejection right off of the super trend 1 on the 16 bar. It was 50 SMA as it came back up on the tilted down SMA here. You're now bearish across all of the time frames slash blocks, whatever you want to call them, block sizes. A lot of range bound today. Like, in terms, they had that one nice move to the downside, you had a few momentous moves here, but essentially coming back in. I need to clean up some of that. And you had some money flow divergence right there. I missed it, but it showed the money flow divergence right here with the money bag starting to stack back up. Money stacking above the line on the 30-second. Negated that impulse now. Reclaiming the 1 minute cloud here. Double bottom idea on the 32 bar. They just came and swept those lower high zones up in the 74 region. So the pullback, if this is true, you could pull back to the cloud and continue if they reach their market objective, and this was like a trap sprung on the longs, and then now they start to shift out. The other day we went light and got stopped out in the middle of one of these money bags, and then it continued onward for quite a long time, so there could be that type of draw going on. The baselines still wide here on the 1 minute and the 30-second. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 minute. 4 minutes starting to get a bunch of the MACD and everything wound up nicely. If it shifts beyond this point, then you could have a draw, a shift. Just came back to the range high though, so we need to see like a shift beyond that point. Let's come back to that.
Just playing a burst right here. That's stopped out. Playing a little bit more like aggressive today. Trying to be more in the zone, but not really like thinking too much deeply about it to miss out on some stuff potentially, but also getting kind of bad fills and or stopped out too much if I'm being realistic with myself. Cloud is starting to shift here, which is what caused me to kind of change my tune about shorting. If you have, we broke that 236 level too, and the cloud shifting in the 1 minute to the upside here, starting to insinuate a market shift objective complete to the sell side. I need to work on this ATM strategy some more anyway, so it's good to see it in the field, how it operates. Stopped out there. I think the ATM strategies kind of screwed me up a little bit. I have to go back to the drawing board with that. It was helpful at sometimes, but it kicked me out too soon. But now reclaiming the weighted and the adaptive here on 32nd. Starting to flip the 8-bar to bullish. Drawing back up to the 600 level potentially. Getting a rejection off of the 16-bar 200, which is the 50 on the 32. The 32 still has a lot of weight in terms of downside pressure. Seeing this money bag on the 32nd was also one little idea to think about. If we pull this up here as we go. Knowing how to scale in when the momentum is shifted, that's something I was having a conversation with someone about today. Like, when do you know to scale in hard and let it run? This was a nice market shift. The pullback was very weak. And you're now seeing 13 bars on the 16 just pulled straight up. Anyone in this? So that shift on the 1 minute cloud also had an insinuation, the thinning of the cloud. We talked about that here in the trend cloud. Thin clouds represent weakness or consolidation points. Keep in mind, when the cloud thins, a potential expansion or reversal is in expansion. Give me a moment. Let me see something really quick. Pardon me. All right, we're back. Up 30 points, 40 points now. Let's fucking go. Nice.
Word. Phrase.
So to recap, you had basically like a small little ABC here, which this became like a bigger ABC here. Then you started to kind of retrace around here, chop up a bit, and then you had the trap and the market shift and change up here. Starting to get overbought here on the oscillators. You see this money flow burn off starting to get outside the Keltner channel on the 30-second too. At the top on the 1 minute, you are reclaiming the adaptive and the weighted here on the 1 minute as well. Seeing a pullback into the cloud zone slash equilibrium might be in order, but they might not just give you even a chance to get in. They could just keep ripping it. Having straight 14 bars up until the market objective maybe at 620. They could come all the way up to these highs on the way down to clear some of these shorts on their shift out. Double bottom on the 32, the 32 now neutral. Not pulling back at all. So if you take the trend-based fibs here, let's go see how strong of a idea this is. You take the trend-based fib extensions. If you take this and you pull it up to the impulse, come back to where it basically did not pull back to, which is very minor, you're now reaching up into the 627 region, which would also be this BPR fair value gap up here on the 30-second, this little thing here, inside of this balanced price range fair value gap where it rose up and dropped down immediately.
Booyah. So that was the play right there. That little money bag slash bullish divergence on the money flow crystal there. Shift out, boom, on the 30-second. It was also building on the 1 minute here as you were getting higher lows on the oscillator and lower lows on price action within this consolidation range after reaching the 2 level at the 537 range here. That was your long play for the hour. That was the momentous trend move shift out of here. Reaching in the 16 bar lower higher low region back here from earlier in the session. Basically end of yesterday levels. Heading back to that VPR fair value gap on the 30-second over here, 27 region. Hit the 1618 at 38 here, outside of the Keltner. Getting some hidden bullish right there before it surged out. Getting a solid 22 bars all the way up to that lower high as before the drop here on the 16 bar. Could get a slight pause and or retrace pullback, whatever you want to call it, to one of the super trends here, 610 level.
That was a solid 17, 17, 17 on the 8 and 22 on the 16 bar.
And the 15-minute candle closes in 39 seconds, and then you're 15 minutes away from the hourly close. You're going straight for the squeeze right now. Straight for the squeeze, all the way up to the 2 at 56. And beyond. It just moved off my chart on the 8 bar. Let's see. Make sure the 8 bar is so laggy on this. Boom. Okay, so you reached a certain level here on the 16. Going back some time. Whoa. All the way back to the 13th. Why is this not going back? Hello? Could see a slight pullback, I would say, at 27 bars straight upside on the 16 as people consider taking profits at that high. Getting the finger down as it aligns on lower time frames here, across down on the 30, reaching the 2 of this impulse retrace on the initial shift out, so it reached the target essentially on the 2 level of that impulse retrace idea. So coming back down, you had some money flow divergence here, flame starting to get a little bit of a shift back into the Keltner channel. Not necessarily sold on it. That was ultra bullish move. Could be having these shorts on the squeeze. We'll ultimately see if it wants to continue even higher. $10 until the hourly close. The hourly most likely wants to close out strong. It could be creating a wick and close beneath that. Shout out to all those who caught that nice play to the upside. We did not catch it. Today we've been off our game pretty bad. Caught a few decent plays, but overall negative. We'll look at the damage after the live. Starting to see the potential of a drop down, but if the longer it holds in this region, the less I like it in terms of a small pullback to the super trend coming to the 638 region. $9 for the candle close. Getting some hidden bullish there. I'm going to close it out actually. Stopped out. This is a massive play. Shout out to any runners that are still in for you guys. So one insinuation on the 4-minute here was the MACD and the Williams starting to open up here on the MACD, taking this entire move to the upside on the 4-minute. All right, ladies and gents, well, hopefully we'll see how far this keeps going. It looks like you're starting to develop a little bit of bearish divergence. How far does it go before it starts to pull back? It could keep squeezing. You reached a certain objective out of beyond the highs here. So coming back and retesting the region that it broke out from at 646, seeing what it wants to do, if it wants to continue higher and squeeze another external liquidity zone. The external liquidity range on the 32 bar is upwards of the 689 region. From somewhere back here on September 12th, 2 days ago when it dropped down. Okay. Well, ladies and gents, that's it for me. Thank you for coming on into live and sharing your essence with me in this eternal moment of which we all share an inextricable and inexorable part. Thank you for doing your part, for coming on in each and every day, and we'll do the same, bringing the fire, the accuracy, the precision, all that fun stuff, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.